Lesson 25 in Module 3 now is on volume and surface area. Okay, so we spent a lot of time working on surface area. We spent a little bit of time working on volume. Now let's kind of put them together to make sure we really truly understand them. So it says, what is the surface area and the volume of the right rectangular prism right here? Okay, so let's start with surface area. Okay, so surface area, remember, is the amount of wrapping paper or the amount of paint we need to cover the outside. Okay, so basically we find the areas of all the surfaces and add them together. All right, so if I look at this, I have my, and it doesn't really matter the order you do this in, okay? And I'm just going to add up the area. We could use a formula. But I have this face right here, right? Okay, and that is 10 by 11. So to find the area of this, what I have outlined in pink here, I would go 10 times 11. I'm just going to pause there for a second. Then I have maybe the top. Okay, so if we look at this rectangle along the top, that's a right rectangular prism, that means they're all rectangles. This is 11 by 6.5. So to find that area, I would go 11 times 6.5, 6.5. Now again, guys, surface area, I'm using the idea that area is length times width, right, in a rectangle. All right, so then let's get one more color here. Then I have my sides, right? So if we look at our sides here, we can see that this is going to be 6.5, right? And then its height here is 10. So to find the area, I'm going to go 6.5 times 10, or 10 times 6.5, it doesn't matter. Now notice I didn't figure things out, and the reason I didn't figure things out is because I want to take it to the next step. This front face right here, I also have the back, right? This is really, really, really rough and not straight at all, but kind of squint and you can see it. That if I have this front face, I have this back face, and they're the same. So I have 10 times 11. I can either multiply that out and then add the same number, or I can just take this and multiply it by 2. And we're just really all multiplying, okay? So put it around parentheses, but you don't need it. 2 times 10 times 11. That works out to be 220. All right, then I'm going to do the same thing here. 11 times 6.5, I'm going to multiply it by 2. 2 times 11 times 6.5, and that's 143. And then the same thing here. 2, because again, there's two sides here, times 6.5 times 10, and that's 130. So to find my surface area, I would just add them together. Now, again, guys, you could use the formula for this. Add these up. I get 493. And that is square inches. Okay, so that's our surface area. Okay. Real quick, I will show you the formula. What you do is you pick something to be your base. Okay, so if we wanted to use the formula for this, okay, I'll maybe put it right here. Let's say I picked the top to be my base. Okay, what you do is you draw just this and you find two things. Okay, because our formula, I'll put it down here. Actually, I'll put it right here. Our formula is lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Capital B is area of the base. Okay. To find lateral area, though, we need the perimeter times the height. The height is the distance between the bases. So our perimeter here is you just add all these up, right? 6.5 plus 11 plus 6.5 plus 11. Okay, and that's 35 times our height. So if this is the top base right here, the bottom one, okay, how far apart are these two, the top and bottom? They're 10. So I go 35 times 10 and get 350. So my lateral area is 350 plus 2 times capital B. Capital B is area of the base. Well, this is a rectangle right here, right? So the area is just going to be 11 times 6.5. And that's 71.5. Okay? So our area of the base, capital B stands for area of the base, is 71.5. Okay? So 2 times 71.5. Okay? Take my calculator. 350 plus 2 times 71.5. And guess what I get? 493 square inches. Okay? So you don't have to do it both ways. Honestly, this way I think is a little easier for rectangular prisms, but triangular prisms, right triangular prisms, sometimes it's easier to use the formula. I don't care. Okay? So we found the surface area. Now, let's find volume. Okay? So the area, the volume formula is the area of the base, there's a capital B again, times the height. Okay? Maybe I should remind you of that. Area of base. Okay? The shape of the base. Okay, but what is the shape of a base? Whether we use this top or the side, it's a rectangle. How do we find the area of the rectangle? Length times width, right? So this really just becomes length times width times height. Don't overthink volume of rectangular prisms. Super easy. You take length, width, height, and multiply them together. Does it matter which one is the length, which one is the width, and which one is the height? Nope. Because it's multiplying, and we can do it in any order. So again, grab my little calculator here. 11 times 10 times 6.5. And that works out to be 715. Now this, remember, is cubes. How many cubes need to fill it? So it's 715 cubic inches. Okay? So surface area and volume. Okay, surface area, how many square inches do we need to cover it? Volume, how many cubes do we need to fill it? All right, so let's also, moving on to one more example here, look real quick, reminding us of something we've done before. And this one wants us to calculate the area of the shaded region. So you can see I just want the outside. So remember, what we do is you find the area of the whole thing, you find the area of just the middle, and if I just want this like edge, you subtract them, okay? The shape is a rectangle, right? So if I take the area of, I'll say the big rectangle, I'm just going to go length times width. Well, that's 6 times 3. And 6 times 3 is 18. Then I need to find the area of the smaller triangle on the, or smaller rectangle on the inside, right? So that is 5 times 2. Again, guess what? We're still doing length times width. It's rectangles. 5 times 2 is 10. So if I want just the shaded region, I subtract. Take the area of the whole thing, minus the part I don't want, and guess what? This is nice, quick, and easy. That is going to be 8. And this area is square centimeters. Okay? So we're going to kind of be doing this idea of taking out parts, but we're going to be doing it with more volume. Okay? And figuring out some surface area of some figures in this lesson.